Big K, heavy talk, and let's talk heavy, briefly. Let's find out who Christ is, the real Christ, the king that's going to actually be returning back, King David. By the way, Christ, the meaning of it is anointed one. We're going to prove that David was anointed. Let's start with 1 Samuel 16 and 13. 1 Samuel chapter 16, verse 13. Then Samuel took the horn of oil and anointed him in the midst of his brethren. And the Spirit of the Lord came upon David from that day forth. So Samuel rose up and went to Ramah. So that proves that he's anointed. Let's continue. This is the book of Jeremiah chapter 30, starting at 7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. For it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord of hosts, that I will break his yoke off from thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him, but they shall serve the Lord their God, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. Let's get that again, that the covenant is made with the house of David forever. Let's get it in Psalms, then we'll come back to Ezekiel. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 89, verse 3 and verse 4. I have made a covenant with my chosen. I have sworn unto David my servant. Thy seed will I establish forever, and build up thy throne to all generations. Selah. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 34. Let's start at 22. Therefore will I save my flock, and they shall no more be a prey. And I will judge between cattle and cattle. And I will set up one shepherd over them, and he shall feed them, even my servant David. He shall feed them, and he shall be their shepherd. And I, the Lord, will be their God, and my servant David, a prince among them. I, the Lord, have spoken it. See how the Lord is speaking in the Old Testament, unlike what we was getting in the New Testament. Y'all remember when we did that Old Testament, New Testament comparison. This is the book of Hosea, chapter 3, verse 4 and 5. For the children of Israel shall abide many days without a king, and without a prince, and without a sacrifice, and without an image, and without an ephod, and without teraphim. Afterward shall the children of Israel return and seek the Lord their God, and David their king, and shall fear the Lord and his goodness in the latter days. So this is soon to come. In the latter days. This is the book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 21, verse 7. Howbeit the Lord would not destroy the house of David, because of the covenant that he had made with David, and as he promised to give it light to him and to his sons forever. How would he not destroy the house of David? Because he did the covenant. And he made the covenant with the house of David forever, as we just spoke of. In the light being these laws. It's just a few scriptures, very briefly, prove to you that JC ain't doing nothing. This is talking about King David. King David shall return.